Okay, so for this little mini lecture, I just wanted to talk to you about the audience and purpose in writing, and then just this little brief introduction to the writing process. So, the idea is writing is a process, right? It's like if you're writing for a deeper purpose than a text message, you need to have some kind of a process. When you are writing for a paper, you definitely want to go through the writing process. So, who is your audience when you're writing an academic paper, and what is your purpose? Your audience would be your professor. Your purpose would be probably to get a good grade, right? So, just to get you in the idea that when you're writing, you're going to have to go through a cycle to do good writing. It's like your pre writing is you're thinking about stuff, then you're starting to develop and plan how you're going to write your paper out, then you do write it, then you go back and revise it, and then also edit. So revision is I'm making major changes, or I didn't like this and I want to, rewrite this section. And editing is very important also, is where you are noticing when you have grammatical errors or punctuation errors or spelling errors. It's also probably a good idea to ask somebody to take a look at your paper, because sometimes we skip over when we make a mistake in our own writing, because we've been working with that one essay for a time period, so you kind of don't notice your own mistakes. So that's briefly just to take a look at the writing process. If you haven't looked at this yet, or anything similar to it, this is a simple way to write an essay. You have an outline already for you. I like to move away from doing the 5 paragraph essay, but this is like a basic essay construct. The introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Just a structure to help you with writing a total essay, but especially on the college level, I like to move away from this, and especially more as you progress through your academic career. You should not be just settling for this. Okay, so as we were talking about briefly, I just did a minute ago, the whole idea is to ask yourself, who are you writing for? Who is your audience? What is your purpose? And what kind of writing am I going to show? So again, if we are going to be writing for an email to a friend, does anybody do that anymore? Do we just text? I don't know. But let's say we're writing an email to a friend. What is my purpose? I want to see what's going on. How have they been? So what kind of writing would it be? It would probably be casual, right? I still hope you would go and make sure that you have your words spelled correctly, etc., because writing is how we present ourselves to the world. But, it's like we have an understanding. How we talk, how we write, it depends on who we are addressing and also what our purpose is. If we want to get a job and we're going to write a letter, a cover letter, it's going to be very formal, and that you're going to go through with a fine-tooth comb to make sure there's no spelling errors, etc. And your purpose definitely is to persuade somebody to give you a call so you can get an interview, right? So just be aware of that, or consciously be aware of it before you sit down to write. I think we're all aware of it. We just want to sit down with a sense of purpose when we're writing. So I just thought I would share with you for laughs emails that I have received over the years from actual students. So these are real life, actual emails. I think you can look at it immediately and know this is not a good idea, right? I think sometimes I get a little surprised that students feel that they should be sending in writing to their professor, their English professor, even more important, emails like this. So, I mean, you can look here, OMGG, all in caps. I totally overslept for class. Did you? I hate this. You get my paper on Turin it and cis there. Anyway, I can give you a hard is one word. Copy. Okay. So, I mean, you can look at this at your own pace. You can see that they're just really bad. Um, you know, other things here. This one, to bring your attention here, it's like not so bad what it says, but again, the tone is off. Emailing you again for a more in depth description on this research paper. Please email me back ASAP. It's like I understand the student is trying to elicit some kind of reaction from me, or oh, I need to get this answer as soon as possible. But still, you're presenting yourself in writing, so um, it's a little rude, isn't it? So you can see all of these um, again at your leisure. Have fun at my expense. These were assignment submissions. Now, this is making it even worse because this is what students were submitting for a grade. And they're answering questions about a story that I asked them to read. Let's look at this one right here. What this is saying about their love is deep inside. They love each other, one word, and the love is a obsessive that people have for each other, one word. Bad, just bad, right? That's really bad. You submitted it for a grade. No. So we definitely don't want to do that. Um, Even something simple here, right? It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. There's no apostrophe here. The I, this is misspelled. Also, not another apostrophe. Um, so the answer is kind of there, and it's not terrible, but still, it just says sloppy work, doesn't it? Um, and you can continue to look at some of these things. Here, you don't bother to put apostrophes in. Um, it just kind of goes on. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not well written. Okay. So, anyway, you could look at those again. You can pause and look at them, if you're bored and you need a laugh. And anyway, I just put this in very quickly. What is my point? And I'm asking you to, when you're writing, also audience, purpose, and what is your point? And I want you to start developing more details and elaborating on what you are saying. So, um, if my point is Nala is a great pet, I can write that. I can also give you a small amount of details. She is friendly, easy to take care of, not expensive to keep. But still, I need to develop this some more. So I'm just giving you an outline. And when you're writing for whatever assignment you're writing for, I want you to continue to develop and give more than you think is necessary. Sure, we don't want to just drone on and on and on, but I find that students have a tendency to write less with less details and less support than they do writing too much. So that's a common type of beginning error, shall we say. It's you say a little bit, but you can elaborate and be more specific and supportive in what you're saying. So anyway, I just wanted to do a brief little overview of as we're continuing to develop our writing. And as usual, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.